Hey everybody, and in today's video, with my wet locks, we're going to the beach. And today what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be turning my face into the ocean. And I know what you're thinking, wow Beth, really? Yeah, I am, and it's exciting. Even though I look kind of like the guys from the 1700s who should be on money. We're gonna go to the beach instead, because winter. Am I right? Yeah. So, the two palettes I'm gonna be using today are Blue Blood, and of course, if you haven't guessed it, Jawbreaker. I use it every time, I know, I'm obsessed. Okay, so I'm starting with the sand, and I'm gonna be using Jawbreaker, obviously. And I'm going to be using the shade Cone for the sand. And that sand is going to go all from like my bottom lip around here. Like, oop, all there. So let's get started. I didn't even tell you what kind of brushes I'm going to be using today. Rude, Beth. Damn. Anyway, I'm going to be using what I called the semi-poofy brush in my previous video. And yeah, it's still got some blue on it because I'm lazy and I didn't wash my brushes. I know you can barely see the sand because I'm so white. I need the sun. That being said, don't worry so much about how the line of the sand looks going into the water, because like if you've ever been to the beach, yeah, it's like smooth, but the lines aren't perfect. You know, like nothing on earth is perfect. Okay, so we've got the sandy beach going on. I'm liking this, even though it looks like a half kind of sewn onto the skin face mask, you know? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Same with this hair. What is it doing? Oh well, anyway, so the color I'm going to be using is from Blue Blood for my ocean, and I'm going to be using Ocean Ice, because as we've seen in previous videos, oh my god, it's so beautiful, and I'm obsessed. Oh my goodness. So we'll start with that, and then we'll talk about the details once the ocean's in. For the ocean, I'm going to be using a bigger, more poofier brush. I'm just going to be using a bigger brush because the ocean is going to go right here. Right there. And then the rest is going to be the sky. And like I've said in all of my videos, these are just the palettes I'm using because I enjoy using Jeffree Star. You guys can literally use any other palette. It's totally fine. You know, I can't even speak. Now that my nose is colored kind of blue, I kind of feel like that girl who chews all that gum in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Violet, you're turning violet!
Ooh, okay, so now that we have the ocean ready, what I'm going to be using next is face paint. Now you can use any type of anything. You can use bright white eyeshadow. You can use whatever. I'm using face paint. You don't have to, but I want to because I'm going to be doing details of the waves across my face. So I'm going to be using the bright white face paint shade in the Mehron face paint palette. You can use anything like I've said. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm just going to be taking, not moistening the tip, ew. Decorating the tip of my brush. That's a little thick. You know, maybe we'll just take a little bit of that off. Just go off there. Okay, so mess ups aside, we want to get the tip like this. And we're just gonna pat and make a little wave, like so. And now, although that looks very big, we're just going to do one small thin one along the shoreline to create the image of a wave. And there you have it, the illusion of ocean waves coming in. We'll do the same on the other side. Okay, so now that we have the entire waves of the face on, like waves of the ocean on our face, there we go. Now we're going to go up to here, to the tops of our eyebrows, and we're going to create the sky. So now it's time to create our sunset. I'm going to be using Jawbreaker for this, and I'm going to start with a layer of pink, and then from there some orange, and go into a yellow, because what I'm creating is a sunset look over our beach. So the color I'm going to be starting off with for my pink in Jawbreaker is Bubblegum, that little bright pink right there at the top. So let's go. Okay, so we've added our base, and it looks a little purple because it has mixed with some of the ocean blue because it's such a pigmented blue, but that's okay. I'm going to add some orange color, and now the next orange color I'm going to be adding is actually fuck. Sorry to swear, but the color fuck in Jawbreaker, it's such a nice sunset orange, and that's the color I'm going to be using to go over top the pink, and then we're going to be ending with a little bit of yellow. Alright, so now that our face is looking like a nice little sunset, we're going to be using our third and final color from Jawbreaker, which we're going to go really ham on. Like, we're gonna go really intense on this color because it's such a nice matte color that you can just keep playing with it and you can layer it and just add such a nice third dimension. And it's gonna be the color Wow from Jawbreaker, the color that's like right next to fuck. But it's such a nice matte yellow color and it's really great to play with. So let's get to it. All right, and there you have it, my little snowflakes. We have the ocean, the sand, and a sunset. Shall we take a little photo shoot? I think we should. Well, there you guys go. That's today's video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button and subscribe for more content. Let me know down in the comments what was your favorite part of today's video. And that's it for today. And cut! Now, I'm going to create one in the middle. You guys don't have to because everybody's face shape is different, but I personally find that I look like a cat.